So ayun, sound check. Okay. So again, this is a continuation of our previous discussion when it comes sa ating module number 1, which is the Earth's atmosphere. Okay? So last time we discussed about the fundamental quantities of flowing gas as well as a short practice and discussion on conversion of units and dimensional analysis. So what comes after next? Okay? So first, let's discuss the source of all aerodynamic forces. So when we are asked what is the source of all aerodynamic forces, it's we can sum it up to these two, okay? So number one, first, the pressure distribution on the surface. And number two is the shear stress acting or the friction acting on the surface of our airfoil or any given body. Okay? So by this, we can move forward to further implying the importance of these gas. Okay? So we have here what we call the equation of state for a perfect gas. Because in reality, there's no such thing as an ideal, perfect gas or an ideal gas. However, we can build something around it. No, we can project something that is ideal in order to make our computations or assumptions. No, so remember, aerodynamics is a theoretical approach, which is why wag na kayo magulat if madalas maririnig niyo sa subject na 'to is that let's assume this, let's assume that. Okay? So this will be the first of many to come. Okay? So again, equation of state for a perfect gas. Ayan, in reality, a perfect gas does not exist. Then in aerodynamics, we assume that the air used are perfect gases in order to standardize calculations. And fun fact, no? When we say something is a perfect gas or a gas is perfect, yung intermolecular forces niya or the IMF is basically negligible. So IMF is I think that goes back sa chemistry, okay? But I won't discuss that or elaborate that further. Just remember that. So by this equation of state equation siya. So we have these two equations. So they're basically the same, no? Derived lang from each other if you can recall dun sa discussions natin or face-to-face classes. So first we have here the PV is equals to MRT or basically pressure times volume is equals to the molar mass and specific gas constant and yung temperature natin. In another form, we have also this one. The pressure is equals to, kung kanina meron tayong mass of volume and mass, we have here naman the density. Okay? So, doon natin siya inilagay. Kasi, if you can recall guys, density is equals to mass over volume. So, let's write that down. No? So, density is equals to mass over our volume. Diba? So, eto na kasi, nilagay lang natin siya dito sa baba. Kaya siya, naging density. Di ba? So, that's it. We have here our second equation. No? Ganyan siya nabuo. Next. Now we know we have equation of state. So, what are we gonna do with this? No? So, before we proceed further, I want everyone to look at this muna. So, we have here our standard sea level constants or SSLC. So, si SSLC kasi, um, we've set these values, no? This is a standard set of values that we use for computation. Especially when we are given a condition na standard daw, standard air, standard gas, or standard or at sea level, this will be our values na gagamitin. Those are the keywords, no? Na ibig sabihin, ay SSLC yung gagamitin ko dito. I think standard, sabi kasi standard air And sabi is stand at sea level siya. So I can use this. Yes, ganun po yung gamit niya. So ano ba tong standard sea level constants na to? So we have here, for the meantime, we have here pressure, density, temperature, or universal gas constant. Yan muna yung importante when it comes sa equation of state natin. However, further along the road, madadagdagan to. Okay? Madami pa tayong makikilala na member ng SSLC. But for now, dito muna tayo. So for pressure, we have here, let's start with metric unit. So we have 101,325 pascals. Then, this is also equal. So, by the way, yung values na to, yung metric and imperial units natin, not necessarily magkatapat sila is yun lang yung equal niya. Pag sinabi nating constants ng pressure, lahat po ito ay equal. Sorry. Ito po, lahat po sila ay equal sa isa't isa. Ibig sabihin nun, for example, 101,325 pascals is also equal sa 14.7 psi. 14.7 psi is also equal sa 1 atmosphere. 760 mmHg or millimeters of mercury is also equals to 760 torrs. Okay? Ganun po siya. Hindi po magkatapat, yun po yung equal. Lahat po sila equal sa isa't isa. Okay? Tandaan. Now, let's go back. So, kanina, for metric units, we have here 1.01325 bar. Okay? So, as you can see, dito lang siya nanggaling sa pascals natin. Okay? Then we also have another unit which is 760 millimeters of mercury. mmHg. Millimeters of mercury po yan. Okay? Then we also have here 1 atm or 1 atmosphere. So basically, it means just ang katumbas po or ang equal ng isang atmosphere is these values. Okay? Next, for imperial units naman, we have here 2116.8 pounds per square feet. Squared? Tama, square feet, sorry. So, pounds per square feet. Then we also have 14.7 pounds per square inch. And then we also have here 29.92 inches naman ito. Inches of mercury. Then lastly, we have here 760 torr. So, they're equal lang to. Si millimeters of mercury at si torr. They're the same. Okay? The next, for density, let's have this one. So, density, for metric units natin, we have here 1.225 kilogram per cubic meter. Again, density po is mass over volume. Kaya meron po tayong unit of mass over a given volume. For imperial units naman niya, we use 0.002377 slug per feet cube. Okay? Or slug per cubic feet. Whatever you may be, you feel comfortable on reading that. Okay? So that is for density. For temperature naman, we have here what we call yung Kelvin natin and yung Celsius, if you can recall. So that is our metric. We have 288.16 Kelvin. Then 15 degrees Celsius. For imperial units naman, we have here 519 degrees Rankine and 59 degrees Fahrenheit. So, paano po ba nakuha si Kelvin from Celsius, no? So remember that this one, ito equation na to is how we get our values. So si Celsius, i-add natin siya sa 273.16, makuha natin yung Kelvin. For example, si 15, if I add 15 dito sa 273.16, ang lalabas sa akin is 288.16. Then kapag si 59 in-add ko dito sa 460, I'll get 519. 'Di ba? So yun. Now, we have here a new member or siguro hindi pa natin siya nababanggit kanina or natakil. We have here what we call the universal gas constant. Yung universal gas constant natin is limited sa air only. So this is for air alone, okay? And what does it imply? So let's look at the unit first. So for metric, we have here joules over kilogram mass, Kelvin. Okay? So ano ibig sabihin nun? So si joules is a unit of work, no? So this is basically a unit of work. Tapos may temperature tayo ni-relate. That is because the universal gas constant is the amount of work or the amount of energy that you have to imply, you have to exert sa isang gas in order to raise its temperature by 1 degree. Okay? So for example, if you can recall, um, 15 degrees Celsius ang ating SSLC. And in order para maging 16 degrees Celsius we need the amount of energy na 287.08 joules per kilogram Kelvin. Yun po ang kailangan na amount ng energy para mapataas yung temperature natin by 1 degree. Alright? And same goes for the imperial unit. No? So we have here 1716 foot-pound per slug R. That is our constant, our universal gas constant for R. So remember, kailan lang natin hindi magagamit si R if una, hindi siya sinabi at kapag sinabi na yung gas natin is not air or basically kapag nasa ibang planeta na yung pinasolve sa inyo. In which case, hindi naman mangyayari siguro. Okay? So next, we have here common conversions. No? Ito yung tandaan natin. So let's remember this. 1 slug is equal po sa 32.174 pound mass. 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pound mass. 1 pound force is equal to 4.448 newtons. And 1 joule is equals to 1 newton. Unit of torque. It's the same sa joule. Okay, tandaan yan. No? Then we have here 1 foot pound force is equals to 1.36 J naman. 1.36 joules. So let's just keep that in mind, okay? Ayun. So that is our standard sea level constants, no? So right now medyo overwhelming pa siguro yung dami niya, but the further we practice, the further we use this in equations, mas matatandaan natin siya and mas mafafamiliarize natin yung sarili natin sa kanya. We'll get to know each other more, kumbaga. No? Let's have sample problems kung paano ba natin i-apply yung SLC together with our equation of state. No? So for this first problem, states that the air pressure and density at a point on the wing of a Boeing 747 are 1.10 times 10 raised to the fifth power of pascals or Newton over meter squared, no? If you can recall, this is pascals. And 1.20 kilogram per cubic meter. So this is our density, no? The question is, what is the temperature daw at this point? So by analysis, how do we answer this question? We use the equation of state. Okay? So, let's proceed. And so how are we gonna answer this? Wait lang po. Ayan. So this is the question, no? Now, let's list down our given. Always remember na ang first step po sa pagsasolve ng problems is always to list down your given. Let's do this. Let's practice solving problems systematically then, guys. No? So, ayun, we are given yung pressure na 1.10 times 10 raised to 5 pascals for our pressure. Then we have our density, no? Our density is 1.20 kilogram per cubic meter. So now, what is our required? Our required is yung temperature. And then, let's solve for it, no? So, given the solution, ang pinakamadaling pwede natin gamitin is yung equation of state na pressure is equals to density times the universal gas constant times temperature, or P is equals to rho RT. Tapos, since we are looking for the temperature, we can equate this. We can change this equation, no? Using yung equation of state natin in terms of T. So, how do we, ano ba? How do we change this from this to this? 'Di ba? Simply this is basic algebra. Pero okay, I'll just leave this here, no? So, ito yung technique na usually madaling gamitin and tandaan. So, drawing tayo ng triangle. We have here yung pressure. Sorry, ang pangit ng drawing ko, guys. Rho, tapos equals daw siya sa rho, then sa R, and then sa T. 'Di ba? So that is yung tool or technique na madaling tandaan kung paano bang mag-manipulate na equation. For example, sir, paano ba siya i-apply? Meron akong ganyan, ang gagawin ko diyan, 'di ba? So basically, takpan nyo lang, no? So for this problem, temperature yung hinahanap natin. So takpan natin yung T, anong matitira sa atin? Pressure over density R or pressure over rho R. 'Di ba? Ayun yung equation natin. Kapag pressure naman yung nawawala, sabi 'di ba, rho RT. So ito ay multiply po. Kapag sila yung magkaka-align, multiply yan. P is equals to rho RT. 'Di ba? Ganun lang po siya. Madaling tandaan. Okay? So now, alam na natin yung equation na gagamitin natin. And sabi nga is air pressure daw at density of point of the wing. Let's assume this na ito po ay uh, at standard sea level. So given tayo ng pressure, given tayo ng pressure, ito pala, sorry. Given tayo ng pressure, given tayo ng density, and yung R natin ay kukunin natin sa SSLC. Now, input lang po natin yung values. Okay? So lagay natin diyan 1.10 is yung pressure natin, tapos 1.20 sa baba, and the 287.08. Ang makukuha po nating sagot is supposedly 319.307 Kelvin. Now, paano po natin mapo-prove if tama yung equation natin? Supposedly, in aerodynamics kasi guys, madami kayong ma-encounter na equations. And one way to verify if your derivation is correct or yung formula nyo is correct is by dimensional analysis. Similar po sa ginagawa natin sa conversion of units, no? So, for example, this is your final answer again. Tapos, ito po yung units natin. So, ano po yan? Ang dami. So, basically, di ba yung pressure natin is Newton over meter squared? So, ito ay expanded form lang po ng Newton. Kasi si Newton is, remember, force. So, force is equals to mass. Mass times acceleration, no? So, kilogram yung mass, tapos meters per second squared. And then, ang mangyayari lang po dyan ay kilogram, meter squared. Buo po yan, Newton yan. We can put Newton lang po dito, kung Newton din yung nasa baba. Pero, if the time comes na kailangan nyo talaga i-expand siya into this form, for example, wala pong Newton dito sa baba, pero hindi natin kailangan yung Newton, alam natin. So, we have to expand it. Baka malay natin, may magka-cancel pa dyan. Okay? So, with that said, ito ay yung units natin. Let's break it down. So, ito po ay pressure. So, sabi natin, let's just grab our pen. Sabi natin na itong part na ito is basically this is newtons. So goes for this part. This is newtons also. Ay, sorry, this is not newtons. Sorry. Yan. So ngayon, this is newtons. Ngayon, in-expand natin siya para mag-cancel. Kasi saan po galing si kilogram meter squared per second? That comes from, I think this is joules. Joules over kgk, no? So this is basically Newton meter. Kaya pag in-expand po, ganito din yung magiging itsura niya. So sige, sulat na lang din natin, no? So another form or yung original form po kasi nito is that this one, J po is equal sa Newton meter. Kaya kapag in-expand po siya, ganito din po yung lalabas. So let's just put here Newton meter. Okay? So yan, Newton meter yan. Next, ano na pong gagawin natin? Cancel out na natin siya, no? So again, ito pa ay Newton over meter squared. This is a unit of pressure. Density natin is kilogram over cubic meter. And then itong joules po natin, which is Newton meter over kilogram Kelvin. So, mangyayari dyan is magka-cancel lang sila lahat, no? Paano ba sila magka-cancel? Let's prove, no? So, this is actually kilogram force. 'Di ba remember kanina or sa last topic natin is we differentiate these, no? So, and this is kilogram mass and this is kilogram mass kasi this is density, no? This is mass over volume and ito po ay mass din. So, mangyayari po ngayon dito is that magka-cancel po dapat sila. So, let's start. Let's start with the numerator. Tandaan po, kapag meron kayong greater fraction, numerator to numerator po ang cancellation natin. So, kilogram force, dito din po, kasi numerator din po ito. Next, meters. Ito pong meters ko, magka-cancel ito. Pwede ko siya i-cancel na agad dito sa baba, no? So, dito, i-cancel ko, hindi ko siya i-cancel dyan. Tanggalin lang natin yung 2. 'Di ba? Okay? So, tanggalin natin si squared, matitira na lang dyan is meter. Tapos, second squared ko, magka-cancel ng buo. Okay? Then, what's next? Kilogram mass. Kilogram mass, magka-cancel. Then, yung cubic meter natin, saan po manggagaling ngayon yan? Ito, tandaan po, kung kanina ang ruling natin is numerator to numerator, same goes din po, denominator to denominator tayo. Ngayon, magka-cancel po itong si meter squared natin dito ay cube. Matitira po sa atin is meters. Now, meron pa tayong meters dito at saka meters dito. Dahil po, ito yung nasa numerator, on same level sila, nasa ano sila, same level, ito po ay magka-cancel naman sila. Therefore, ang matitira po sa atin ay Kelvin, no? Now, wag na po natin, let's have this another one ng gamit lang po is Newton and Newton meters. Let's prove na parehas lang sila, okay? So, burahin ko lang to, ito, and ito. Okay. Zoom in natin para mas kita natin lalo. Okay. Yan. Okay. So, for this one, ulitin lang natin siya. Ah, bawal ba mag-note kapag, sorry, bawal pala guys kapag naka-zoom in tayo. Anyway, eto. Sulat natin siya. This is kilogram force, no? This is kilogram force. Ngayon, wag natin pansinin tong dalawang nasa bilog na to. I-matter natin yun dito sa labas. Okay? So, magka-cancel po si Newton at si Newton. Bakit? Kasi numerator to numerator. So, basically, cancel na din tong buong ito dahil ito po ay Newton. Now, meron pa po tayong natitira dito. Sorry. Ayan. So, wala na tayong numerator dito. Meron tayong meter squared. Next, pwede natin i-cancel si kilogram mass. Si kilogram mass, magka-cancel din. And then, ito din po pala is wala na basically. Meters na lang yung matitira. Now, cancel po natin ito. Meter squared natin dito. Then, yung natitira natin will be meter tsaka meter. Ayun lang. Then, ito na yung matitira sa atin, si Kelvin. Tama ba? Na ang Kelvin is a unit of pressure? Yes. So, ibig sabihin po, tama ang equation natin. Now, this is hindi ko naman, hindi naman to required siguro on all solving, but it's good to know kung paano gawin ito. Kasi you'll never know kung kailan yung kakailanganin mag-prove na tama ang equation ninyo. And this is one way of proving it. Okay? So, yun. Ang sagot po natin for this problem is the temperature is equals to 319.307 Kelvin. Next po. Ayan. So, sample problem number 2 natin states that the high pressure air storage tank for a supersonic wind tunnel has a volume of 1,000 cubic feet or feet cube. If air is stored at a pressure of 30 atmospheres and the temperature of 530 degrees Rankine, what is the mass of the gas stored in the tank in unit slugs and in pound mass, no? So dalawa po ang units na binigay sa atin, both of which are units of mass. So dalawa po dapat ang magiging sagot. Now, given din po tayo na ito po ang conversion. As seen din dun sa ating conversion table kanina na ipinakita ko, no? Now, ang equation po na gagamitin natin dito will be the second form ng ating no, sorry, this is actually the original form ng ating equation of state. So, dahil meron tayong volume, meron tayong pressure, meron tayong R, which is galing sa SSLC, and binigyan din tayo ng temperature. Ang nawawala po natin is si mass. Okay? So again, let's try to solve this systematically. So this is the problem. Ito yung hinahanap natin. Let's list down our given. So, pressure natin given tayo of 30 atmospheres. Volume natin binigay din, which is 1,000 cubic feet. Yung R natin, again, yung specific gas constant is, ang napili kong gamitin by the way dito is um, in imperial units. Bakit? Kasi majority of my units is already in imperial units. As well as yung final answer na hinihingi po sa akin ay naka-imperial units din. So, temperature ko given is 530 degrees Rankine. And one slug, yung conversion na binigay sa atin, is also given this. Now, ano po ang magiging solution natin? Recall na ang napili nating equation for this one is the PV is equals to MRT. So, meron tayong, kasi given tayo ng pressure, given tayo ng volume, given tayo ng specific gas constant, at saka ng temperature. Ang hinahanap po natin ay mass. Okay? So, derive natin yung equation na to in terms of our mass. Kapag hinahanap natin si mass. And we will get this one. Okay? So, M is equals to PV over RT. Paano po nakuha yan? So, sige, sulat natin. So, remember, meron kang, sorry, pangit ng kulay ng pen. Let's change that. Let's pick red one. Yan. So, di ba, meron tayong, sorry, let's not jump into that yet. Ito. So, PV M R T, no? Ang gusto lang natin makuha is si M. So, ang gagawin po natin dyan, multiply natin sila both sides. So, P V is equals to, ito yung nahanap natin, di ba? M R T. Sorry guys, ang pakit na sulat naka-mouse na kasi ako eh. Okay. So, ito, i-multiply natin siya sa opposite niya. So, di ba imaginary, meron tayong 1 dito. So, ito yung numerator, ito yung 1. Ngayon, multiply natin yung reciprocal or yung kabaliktaran niya. So, RT over 1. So, ngayon, ang mangyayari dito, magka-cancel ito. And then, itong PV natin, magkakaroon din. Siyempre, tandaan nyo, kung anong binigay nyo sa isa, ibibigay nyo din dun sa kabila. Para hindi kayo madamot. No? Ayan. So, 1 over PV, 1 over RT times PV, ang lalabas na nating equation yan is ito. Okay? Ganyan po siya na-derive. So usually, ganto-ganto lang din yung pagma-manipulate ng problems natin, 'no? So it's a good practice din na masubukan ninyo for all, let's say for all the possible, outcomes na yung equation na 'to, dapat maganda ma-practice din natin, okey? So yan, burahin ko na lang din 'to, okey? Alright. So let's move on sa ating next part ng problem. So alam na natin yung equation natin. Now, let's standardize our units, no? So this is another step in solving problems, especially when we are given na iba't ibang set of values. For example, given ka ng in this problem, given tayo ng atmospheres, tapos na yung majority ng units natin is naka imperial. So ngayon, standardize natin siya. Kapag imperial units ang gagamitin natin, imperial units lang din dapat. Dapat. Okay? So paano ba 'yun? So given tayo ng 30 atmospheres, 'di ba? Si 30 atmospheres, hindi natin puwedeng gamitin 'yan. Kasi in majority of equation of state problems, ang ginagamit po natin is dapat naka-PSF or naka-pounds per square feet. Now, convert lang natin siya similarly on how we do yung conversion of units natin. However, uh, if you can recall, 'di ba sabi ko dati, you can convert your units, especially in equation of state problems or maybe in other problems din, using yung ating standard sea level conditions. For example, ito, 'di ba? 1 atmosphere is also equals to 2116.8 as seen dito. Balikan natin. Okay? So, 'di ba? Dito 1 atm is also equals sa 2116.8 pounds per square foot. Now, we can use these values para i-convert sila sa isa't isa. For example, given tayo ng pascals, gusto natin ng PSI, we can use this kasi they're basically equal, no? Kinonvert lang sila sa ibang units. But they're the same. So, you can do that. Let's go back. Sorry, this is not the problem. Ito ba yun? Sorry, ito pa yun. Okay. So, ito, di ba? 1 atmosphere is equals to 2116.8. Para maging PSF siya, we use the standard sea level conditions. Tapos ito, magka-cancel lang. Cancel. Then, ang lalabas na output natin should already be in pounds per square foot. Now, do we still need to convert other given? No. Bakit? Kasi this is already in cubic feet. This is already in feet. This is in slugs. This is in Rankine. And this is, yan lang. No? So, how do I know ba kung anong unit ang pipiliin ko? Remember that, for example, yung given mo dapat pare-pareha sila. For example, this one, naka-pounds per square foot, dapat makikita mo rin dun sa ibang units mo na may pounds at saka may feet squared. Kung meron ditong for example, let's, 'di ba ito ay, okay. So, this, to be clear, wait lang. Ayan. So to be clear, itong pounds na 'to is pound force as well as this one kasi this is a unit of pressure, okay? Now, dapat meron ding value niyan dito. Meron ngang value dito na nandito din or yung unit rather, 'no? Para mag-cancel-cancel sila. For example, ayan dito. Kapag sinubstitute na natin yung values, this is our pressure, 'di ba? Pounds per square foot. Tapos 1,000 cubic feet. So this is in feet, this is in feet, parehas. And then may feet ka din dito sa baba. And then may pounds ka din dito sa baba which is pound force. Then yung Rankine mo nandito din, no? So for example, you should not use temperature in Fahrenheit kapag uh, nakita mo dito na R yung gamit kasi hindi sila magka-cancel. Okay? So to prove that, ayan, magka-cancel sila eh. Ang matitira sa atin yung slug because we know na yung slugs is the unit that we want. Then, This is our final answer in slugs already. And then since hiningi din sa'tin yung value in pound mass, gamitin natin yung factor na 'to na 1 slug is equals to 32.174 pound mass. So ito, slugs, pound mass, and we will get this value. 'Di ba? Kasi magka-cancel din sila. Ayan, nag-cancel sila. Okay? Let's have another problem. So for this problem, it states that an air flowing at high speed in a wind tunnel has a pressure and temperature equal to zero point 0.3 atmospheres and 100 degrees Celsius respectively. Now, the question is, what is the air density? And what is the specific volume, no? So, ayan. Paano ba natin nakukuha yung specific volume, no? So, it states that yung specific volume is the reciprocal of our density. So, reciprocal of our density or simply 1 over the density. Okay? So, given tayo ng pressure and temperature, and then ang pinapahanap sa atin is air density. So, we can use this equation, this form ng ating equation of state, which is P is equals to rho RT. And then, yung specific volume natin, we will use this. I will use our density to find it. Okay? So, we know na first we have to solve for density. So, kunin mo natin yun. Again, let's do this systematically. Air flowing at high speed in a wind tunnel has a pressure and temperature equal to 0.3 atmospheres and 100 degrees Celsius respectively. Again, ano na yung density and ano ang specific volume. Now, ano yung given natin? We have 0.3 atmospheres as our pressure. We have 100 degrees Celsius as our temperature. And our universal gas constant or specific gas constant comes from the SSLC. Okay? Ayun. Then, ayun yung equation ng ating specific volume. Now, solution. Again, we will be using this equation. The P is equals to rho RT. And then, kapag ni-reconstruct natin yung equation na yan, we will get rho is equals to P over RT naman. So, remember yung triangle kanina, di ba? Yun din po yung gamit natin dyan. Now, standardize our units, di ba? After natin mapili yung prospect natin na equations, we can now convert or standardize our units. Kasi again, atmospheres po ang binigay. And we cannot use that, no? But we have to convert it to PA. Actually, may typo dito. Sorry. But, bakit naka-pounds per square inch to? Ba't naka-pounds per feet square to? Okay, so hindi po ito ang unit nito. So, this is dapat naka-Newton over meter squared. Yan, Newton over meter squared. Okay? Okay. So, what comes next is, ayan, na-convert na natin yung pressure, let's convert yung temperature. So, this is your degree Celsius plus 273.16 is equals to 373.16 degrees Kelvin. No? Ito po ang conversion factor natin. If you can recall kanina, this is in degrees Celsius lang dapat. What is the value in degrees Celsius? Tapos i-add natin si 273.16. Okay? Then we will get the value of 373.16 Kelvin. Now, salpak natin siya sa equation. So, 30,397 pascals divided by the product of 287.08 joules per kilogram Kelvin multiplied by 373.16 Kelvin. Makukuha na natin yung value ng density natin of which is around 0.28 kilograms per cubic meter. No? So, if i-cancel mo yung units niyan, kilogram per meter cube po dapat ang lalabas. Now, sabi, 1 over the value of density daw ang specific volume. So, we do that, no? So, 1 over the 0.28 kilogram per meter cube, we will get 3.52 meters cube or cubic meter per kilogram. Now, sir, bakit nagbaliktad po ang unit? Because you have to remember when you reciprocate, um, dapat yung units nyo is bumabaliktad din. Okay? So yan, I believe I have uploaded this material naman, so you can look at this one. So that will be our sample problem discussion. I have provided naman handouts, 'di ba? I have provided you sample problems with regards to this one. And I think we have reached the end of our lesson for now when it comes sa equation of state and the SSLC. And for our next video, discuss naman natin yung standard atmosphere, which is the last part of our module number 1, of which is the Earth's atmosphere. Alright? So, if meron kayong hindi na gets, if there's something that isn't clear, you can reach out to me or comment in this video kung saan kayo nalilito so we can address that. Okay? So again, thank you very much for listening to this lesson and we will see you on the next video. Goodbye.